Okay, let's actually react to some videos. I'm starting off with, I feel like I'm doing like a whole series on BizzareBub, because he has a great YouTube channel where he just has these comp videos of like, like creepy footage, mostly ghost stuff or possible ghost stuff, and yeah, he's like, his commentary is like okay. I'm sure my commentary is going to be even worse, but I still want to. Yeah, it's spooky season. We're getting towards fall, so why not do some reaction videos? See how this is. And I will say, just some prep, is that I have seen this. I have seen parts of this video before. I've seen watched a few of his videos before, so I apologize if I'm not like reacting raw. But I just trying to see how this works. See how more like this is just a test video. See how well it works, and yeah, more or less just give my insight. I do a lot of film stuff, so I feel like I may be slightly qualified as an amateur filmmaker. Anyway, so
in the following video, we see someone recording the inside of their house. Then, the person recording says that she hears something outside. Immediately after saying this, the following happens.
Your window. What is that, bro? Dad!
okay, it's just...
Dad! Dad! Your window.
Hear a noise coming from outside. Okay, there's a car outside.
After saying this, the following happens.
Your window.
Also, there's just a car
What
outside.
is that, bro? Dad! 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 I think there's something attacking Shadow.
Okay.
Did you hear that, bro?
There's dogs barking.
Oh my god.
Right when she came out, she heard sirens. Not much info is given on the video, but it could be that the police were searching for someone who may have been outside her house. Of course, what are your thoughts? Kelsey Flynn.
Oh, okay, that's kind of a reach. Like, gosh, it is a video of some chick who she heard dogs barking and then heard sirens. That's, my dog barks randomly at night. Yeah, that's quite the leap of conclusions. It seems like she just wanted... My guess would be like, maybe she's just making a video just to make, freak out. But yeah, that's just not... I mean, this is like the very first video, so... And I know from some clips I've seen of later compilations, it does ramp up. There definitely is some very creepy stuff in there, but that wasn't creepy at all. That was just, yeah, she heard a noise, heard dogs barking, then heard sirens when she walked out. Honestly, if she was really afraid, she probably wouldn't leave her house. Her house is probably secure. Yeah, it could have been anything that was outside of her house.
And was shopping for a dress, as she was chosen to be a bridesmaid for an upcoming wedding.
Okay.
She came across a store that had a really nice dress, which is the one you see in this photo. She tried it on and sent this photo to her sister, who approved it and said that it was a really pretty dress.
Infamous one online.
But she also added that there was something odd about the photo. In fact, she said that it was cursed and must be deleted.
The two
Kelsey had no idea what she was talking
the two
about
faces are different
until she looked at the background and noticed this.
Yeah.
Her face in the mirror doesn't match the face she made for the photo. Kelsey was in shock and at a loss for words, which is the same reaction I and others had after seeing this. As always.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen that one, and that one actually is very unsettling. Something like this could be faked. There's in preparation for doing this reaction video, I did look up some, how to fake ghost footage in pictures and stuff, and I didn't know if you meant this like the mirror trick, and this is an example of what could be the mirror trick. Yeah, or maybe even some photoshopping, but yeah, I'm on the fence with this one. It's like, I don't like. It probably is a hoax. You know, it like this is a pretty famous TikTok and picture online, but who knows? This is. I'm willing to believe that this might be there might actually something more like sinister or creepy or haunting about this. Who knows?
What are your thoughts on this? If you've seen the movie Signs, then prepare to be triggered,
Oh, we're gonna see
because the
aliens?
following clip is very similar to that one scene that I'm sure everyone remembers. This photo was taken in 2010 at a Christmas concert.
Okay, I already see that.
The parents
one.
who took it didn't notice anything odd about it until their son pointed this out in the background. Now that's
Okay. Okay, so it's behind a curtain. Like, it kind of looks like a chimpanzee a little bit. Look at those lines. Yeah, that's creepy. However, there's two possible explanations for this. One is it could just be a prop. You know, I've been backstage and you find like some certain like a bunch of like inanimate objects will just be stacked and it kind of looks like a person, or maybe it's just like a dummy they have. I like when during some theater production, we had like dress up dummies just to they would bring out, but yeah, that could be an explanation. It could also just be an example of pareidolia, which is the phenomenon where humans evolve to recognize faces. And oftentimes we recognize faces in objects that don't actually have faces. A great example of this is like the face that was on Mars, where it was just like the way the shadows cast looked like there was like this big like human face monument on Mars. Turns out no, it's just shadows. And this could definitely be an example of that. It does look very creepy. I'll give it that. Like if I saw them, I'd be like, ooh, that's creepy. But yeah, there's plenty of other explanations for this. But yeah, still very creepy. Still unsettling.
it's creepy.
Gives me
On
some
April
goosebumps.
3rd at 1:10 p.m., someone received a very mysterious voicemail. The person who received it says that it was sent from France, which is weird since he lives in Canada and doesn't know anyone from there.
Okay.
Here's a clip of that voicemail.
You have no new messages. To listen, press 1. To you have one saved message. To delete the message, press.
There's a trend happening right now on TikTok.
Okay, was that just a clip? It was just a creepy voicemail. Man, wow. The first one is his first compilation is pretty mid. But that's fine. It's the first video. Yeah, okay. It's just a creepy voicemail. Kind of unsettling. I guess my one explanation would be that like if the call is from France and they're in Canada. Canada, they do speak French over there, especially in Quebec. And yeah, it could definitely be like just been a wrong number where like maybe someone in France was calling someone they knew in Canada and dial the wrong number. They're upset about something, and yeah, that could be an explanation. I feel like that's kind of practical. Yeah, no, it's like, but yeah, it's like of all the things, just like a voicemail. That's how we're starting off this.
People are recording themselves playing a game called Red Door, Yellow Door. And honestly, some of these videos are pretty creepy. The point of the game is to put yourself under hypnosis with the help of someone else so that you can see or visualize a room filled with doors. You can open any of these doors. However, you have to be careful to not open certain doors. If you open a door, and you see a man in a suit behind it, you have to stop the game immediately. The same applies if you see an old lady or a room filled with clocks. Here's a video of someone playing this game, and it's pretty creepy to say the least.
Kitchen, and that's it, pretty much.
So, do you hear anything?
Okay.
No.
Go towards the light more.
Go like,
Let me just read that, just make sure. Oh, okay. So I decided to play the red door, yellow door with my little brother. I didn't explain any aspects of the game other than to put his arms down when he saw doors. Okay. I mean, right out the gate, you know, could be lying. You know, she could have explained everything, just so, yeah, and then said, like, oh, I didn't explain anything when she did. That's the obvious explanation for whatever's going to be seen.
So, do you hear anything?
One part of the game is that the host has to get the player, my brother, out of the game when he sees a man in all black. That's very bad news. I didn't think this was going to work, so I didn't tell my brother this part. He also could have just looked up this when his sister proposed it. Yeah, I mean this is something, a game that could be very easily faked, or it doesn't even have to be both people. One of them could be spooking the other one. Yeah, the brother could be spooking the sister here.
no.
Go towards the light
I haven't
more.
seen this clip, but I feel like I already know how this is going to work.
In the center of the
He's going to
kitchen?
see
Yes.
the man in all black,
I'm in the center now.
and there's going to be a freak out.
It's like, now it's like neon white. I'm in a totally different room now. It's all white.
All white? Is there anyone with you?
No. Wait, this dude is just all playing black, man.
Get up! Are you okay? Are you okay?
What?
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you alive?
Yeah.
It was an all plain black man? Are you
Are you alive? No, he died.
serious? Are you joking?
No.
Oh my god.
I don't believe we're acting either. That's, yeah. Again, maybe it's real. Who knows? But I'm very skeptical. I'm incredibly skeptical.
He was in the game.
Okay.
Are you okay?
What? No.
Oh my
Are you
God.
okay?
What's weird about this is that it doesn't explain why you have to avoid these things. Now, you could play the game and find out for yourself, but personally I wouldn't, mainly because I just don't want to come out feeling traumatized, which is something that most people report feeling after playing this game. In the following clip, a TikTok user took an hallucinogen.
Yeah, actually, I think what I'm going to do is I almost want to kind of film and do that, but I'm going to actually do it with someone who I know is going to be oblivious, and I promise I'm going to do it with someone who's oblivious, just to kind of see. I'll do it with 3 people who I know are going to be oblivious. I even have them in mind, and yeah, we'll see, and we'll do it with 1 person, maybe 3, maybe even 5, and we'll see just how that works, because who knows, maybe a fun little side vid.
And began to see things that really creeped her out. Luckily, she was able to capture her reaction
so
on
there's
camera.
a girl who's on drugs.
Play song.
She's hallucinating.
Play song. Play song. Play song. I see you. Play song.
I mean, her eyes are creepy, because she has a red eye.
I see you. You're scaring me. Why aren't you saying anything? You're scaring me.
Okay, she's just having a trip.
You can tell that she was genuinely
I've never done
terrified.
drugs, but I've not
If
done
anything,
drugs. I've been with
this
them
video
when they're doing
serves
drugs.
as an example
I've been the
of
sober
what not
person
to
in the
do
room,
when you're
and,
under the influence of something really strong,
I've seen,
which is to not
I've
take
seen
it by
worse reactions
yourself.
to that.
especially in a
total
dark room.
freakouts.
Here's a video of a strange black gooey substance that someone found at a creek.
Yeah, this is very real.
People on Twitter have likened this thing to a symbiote, or more specifically,
Yeah, let's
venom
say symbiote.
from the Marvel
It's just
universe.
a nest of worms.
In actuality,
It is very creepy.
this is a type of worm known
Yeah.
as the bootlace worm, which can produce mucus that's highly toxic to its predators. It can also grow up to 180 feet long, which by itself is pretty unsettling.
Yeah, I was gonna say. What's the cat to do here? I'm unnerved about what this cat's gonna do. But yeah, like I think my first encounter with this was actually a much creepier video. There's like a video going around where there was like a bunch of like people who I think were in a sewer or something, and they're like kind of exploring. And I see like all these worms that are in the sewer, and like looks like this like big like fungus thing that was growing there. And I think that was also the bootlace worm, like a colony of bootlace worms. And yeah, and that was very creepy. Like especially like, it's in a sewer, so it's like that's like drinking water and stuff. But yeah. But yeah, that like the video I'm describing was creepier than this symbiotic goop that was on a rock.
An employee working graveyard shift is about to clock out until the following happened.
Hold on, what does the cat have to do with anything?
It's pretty unsettling. An employee working graveyard shift is about to clock out until the following happened.
Ooh.
Nope. Boss.
On the bright side,
Okay. No,
this would be a perfect
that is very
opportunity
creepy.
to ask for a promotion, or at
Could
least
be-
an early shift.
It could be like a toy that's
This
just
next
going
video
off.
is a concept video or an idea of what the rapture might look like.
Okay. So, obviously fake. It's very creepy. But looks like, what was that film? It was like
Obviously it's not real,
Roland Emmerich. It was like Moonbreak.
but the
or
video
something.
does a great job at making you feel uneasy and a little spooked. If the end of times were to actually happen though, and it looks a lot like this, then
Yeah,
at least we can say
it
we
is
saw
very
it beforehand. A photo of the moon was taken in Brazil
Okay,
on
this is
April
Paradola.
3rd. The photo is pretty
Nothing really to
spooky,
explain there.
as it looks very much like a menacing face. However, as if that wasn't creepy enough, someone commented that the
Oh.
face looks very
Ooh.
similar to that of
Yeah,
the
it
one in
does.
this portrait.
Huh.
A portrait of the fallen angel, aka Lucifer.
Yeah, it
Doubtless,
does.
the resemblance is very
Dang.
uncanny.
That is uncanny.
In Chihuahua, Mexico, there is a bridal shop
I wanna
that
look
many
at that
tourists.
again.
That wasn't creepy enough. Someone commented that the face looks
Yeah.
very similar to that of the one in this portrait.
I mean,
a
it's
portrait
a
of the
one in
fallen
a
angel,
million, one in a
aka
billion.
Lucifer. Doubtless,
Yeah,
the resemblance
that
is very uncanny.
That's good.
In Chihuahua,
also
Mexico,
could it be a
there's a
Photoshop,
bridal
but-
shop that many tourists visit. It's
I have
not that
heard
the
of
store
this,
has
too.
amazing dresses or phenomenal
Yeah,
customer
there's something about this
service.
mannequin I wanna
Not that it
say.
doesn't have either, but rather because the store has a mannequin on display that looks way too real to be fake.
Oh, right.
Many think that the mannequin is in fact an actual body that was preserved by the store
No,
owner.
not the mannequin.
Well, actually, the previous store owner. According to legend, Pascuala Esparza, the previous store owner, had a daughter who was soon to be wed. However, on the day of her wedding, she was bitten by a black widow and passed away that same day. Days after this incident, Mrs. Esparza put a mannequin out on display that looked very similar to her daughter. In
Like,
fact,
it is a
way too
creepily
similar.
realistic, but
People put two and
That
two
looks
together
nothing
and
like the
concluded
daughter.
that it was Esparza's daughter that was out on display and not some mannequin. Although there might be evidence to prove this is otherwise, here's a photo of the hands on this mannequin
Ooh.
that look way too real to be fake.
yeah.
As
Okay,
always, what are your thoughts?
that is unsettling.
Thanks for watching,
Oh,
and I
okay.
hope to see you in the next one. Until next time.
Okay. I can. All right. Very spoopy.